As chairperson, you are often the person that people look to for answers. And throughout the year, you may face situations that call for difficult decision making. What will you do if you don't know an answer to someone's question? And how will you tackle these difficult decisions while also keeping the interests of your executive board members and the betterment of the organization in mind?
If I don't, actually, can you repeat the question for me?
Just the question?
Yeah.
Okay. What will you do if you don't know an answer to someone's question? And how will you tackle these difficult decisions while also keeping the interests of your executive board members and the betterment of the organization in mind?
I want to be very transparent about not knowing the situation, and I will try to find a solution as soon as possible. If I cannot, I will make sure to include my fellow top 4 members and student advisors to kind of collaborate to find a solution and to make sure that if board is continuing to be functional or dysfunctional, I want to make sure that everyone is okay, because I do know that like burnout does happen and stuff. Yeah.
Next question. While you have experience on executive board already, many of your upcoming board members will be rising second years on an executive board for the first time. This often results in imposter syndrome, feelings of not belonging on executive board, and burnout, especially after long executive board meetings, closed sessions, and busy seasons like October and the spring semester. How will you encourage your executive board members, continue to motivate them, and shape them into strong leaders to reach their fullest potential?
I would start by first asking how every e-board member is doing by doing temp checks during e-board meetings, because for me personally, it has helped me throughout my second year and third year. Can you repeat the question?
How will you encourage your executive board members, continue to motivate them, and shape them into strong leaders to reach their fullest potential?
Encouragement, again, is one of my main things, and believing in them if they don't believe in themselves. I want to hold future leadership workshops, but only that can do so much. What I personally want to do is get to know every single one of my e-board members to find out what their leadership styles are, what makes them afraid, and what makes them who they are. And I want to make sure that it can help make sure, sorry, I keep saying help make sure, but it will allow me to understand more of what their leadership style is in order for them to be a good leader and the leader they want to be.
With the position of chairperson, it can be difficult to carry the organization on your shoulders. You are expected to act as the representative of AB Samahan as well as support your executive board members and general body members. How will you manage both the constitutional and unspecified responsibilities that come with being chairperson, on top of being a student and taking care of other commitments you may have?
For me personally, how I would kind of counter that, I would probably talk to someone. Even though yes, I would be the top person on executive board, there is no wrong in talking to someone, asking about help if needed. As I said before, I would talk to my top 4 members, student advisors, if I need any collaboration on anything, or if I'm starting to feel that I am being overwhelmed, I know that I can rely on the vice chairperson to help me out and get through those things.
All right. Your audience questions. Previous years have questioned the need for appointed positions as part of the executive board, citing issues with their limited duties and responsibilities and overall impact on the organization. Considering that appointed positions are optional according to the Constitution, what are your thoughts on these positions? Would you consider limiting appointed positions or even adding more?
For me, I would keep appointed positions the same. There is a reason why we've had them in the past, and how I know my job load will be. appointed positions are e-board members, but also chairperson designees. If they need any help, actually, can you repeat the question one more time?
Yes. Considering that appointed positions are optional according to the Constitution, what are your thoughts on these positions? Would you consider limiting appointed positions or even adding more?
So kind of going back, I would keep them the same. If whoever is in the appointed positions, I want to encourage them to do more if they choose to and if they have the capacity to. If they need help with anything, I want to make sure that they are comfortable and stuff like that. Can you repeat it for me once?
Yes. Considering that appointed positions are optional according to the Constitution, what are your thoughts on these positions? Would you consider limiting appointed positions or even adding more?
As I said before, I would keep them. For me personally, I think they are very vital to our organization. As AS liaison, they are the bridge to AV Samahan and AS, so it is very vital for them to have. For the APITA liaison, they are our connection to the APITA Center, to other APITA orgs, and like I said, they are just very vital. And then our alumni and NSRs and student advisors, they are just, I keep saying vital, and it's because that they are. And I wouldn't change anything.
Your final question. As chairperson, you are considered the face of the organization, a representative of this community and all it stands for. When people look at you, what should we expect from your actions as a leader of the community, as the head of a high-performing executive board, and as a friend of the people?
Can you repeat that question?
Yes. When people look at you, what should we expect from your actions as a leader of the community, as the head of a high-performing executive board, and as a friend of the people?
Well, first, I want to make sure that everyone knows that I am super nice. I am a person to lean on no matter what. Even if I am chosen to be part of the next executive board as chairperson, I know that being chairperson is very scary to some people. I want them to know that I'm friendly, comfortable, and making sure that they know that I'm still a leader. And even though it is like an authority figure, can you repeat that question for me?
Yes. When people look at you, what should we expect from your actions as a leader of the community, as the head of a high-performing executive board, and as a friend of the people?
So just like I was saying before, a friendly face, kind of one of the faces of AV Samahan. I just want to make sure, again, I keep saying friendly face, a person to lean on, but that is someone who I think that chairperson should be. I know that they are in a leadership position to help lead everyone as like GBMers or e-board